Hi YouTube, it's June 7th, 2020, and it's 11 o'clock at night. We're going over the basic attention token versus the dollar. And pardon my oval right here, this was just to indicate where some weakness may have been evident, and it proved that the weakness really just carried us into much lower levels. The very bottom of this pin in the lower end of the shadow was 22.7, not 22.5. So there was enough buying strength to really carry us into 22, or I should say 24 and a half, near the high end of the range. But let's just see how quickly we retested some of the highs. It was just a flash. I did mention yesterday that I was looking for a break in the moving average, and we definitely got it. We got it really three times. The first time here, the second time here, and the third time here. So in reality, if we were watching this back then, yesterday, at 2268 or 2270, it would have been a really good buying opportunity because it brought us nearly 2 pennies higher, screeching higher, before the eventual collapse, which led us into this part of today. So not like that I enjoy counting too much, but we did have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 white candles. So the incendiary candles, or moments of extreme momentum in a bullish sense, have completely exhausted themselves with this last candle. So it's not without that last attempt at driving price into higher territory that we get a moment of complete desperation, which is where we are right now. So we're headed southbound. And today we're just going to do two time frames. Let's go into the 2 hour and just see why we're starting to flash red. Well, we have this very big incendiary real bodied. This is going into Sunday night's trading. So being that we had such a flash drop, we had to signal a red cross. So we have the first red cross, a rally attempt, and now the second red cross. So we have one signal to the downside. So the target from yesterday's session was definitely hit, or we have some evidence of that beginning to form. Now, I would say that 22 is a fair price to look at it as a possible buy. So 22 target from 23 and a half. There's a lot of congestion in this zone, and it also led us to a lot of deliberation and discussion as far as why we should drive it up to 24 and a half. But like I have been saying, 21 is some of the depths of the lows. At least we can tell that from right now. And so back onto a higher time frame, the worst that's been happening for a basic attention token is between 2 to 3 days of really ugliness in terms of downside, and it could be in the works. Let's see what happens. Well, this just could be temporary for right now, but as I was recording this, and we do this in real time, and close to 11:08 p.m., we got a flash buy where there's this massive spike up in volume. So it's always good to be a hodler holding on for dear life because in most crypto markets, they have a tendency to go higher, just like stocks. So I'm not kidding you. I am recording this live for the most part with some pauses. So we resume back down. So the point is, we have an average of 2 to 4 days on the downside as I've analyzed these cycles. So really not too much pain, but it could have an average true range of really 2 to 3 pennies, which is quite a bit. So if you're a crypto trader, set your alerts to 22 and 21 and just watch it. If there's a reason to buy, I'll make a video and we can look in advance to what we have done for most of this part of the cycle here. June 1st, June 2nd, we were in some really nice trending situations where it was going higher. Now it looks like we could be in a really difficult position where it could be going lower and reaching some type of escape velocity soon. That's just my opinion for what it's worth. This is Damien, over and out.